Hi on YouTube. Welcome. Welcome to the channeling live stream. I'm Dante. We'll get started in a short while. And when you tune into the live streams on YouTube, you can always just hop into the Zoom room. And we love when people participate live, ask the questions live. Amazing community comes together for these sessions. Thanks for joining. So yes, welcome to the live stream. I'm Dante. In a couple minutes, we will tune into the Pleiadian Council and they will answer the group's questions. We love when questions are asked aloud, but if you just type your question out, we will do our best to get to the questions on the YouTube chat box and in Zoom. So these sessions are done freely with the suggestion or encouragement to donate if you find that this was helpful for you and beneficial for you. If you asked a question or got an answer that brought you a lot of insight, amazing to give back to cover everything that goes into these sessions happening. And my website has some ways to contact me and also join the email list on the front page. That way you'll stay up to date as to whenever these sessions are happening. And ideally, I like to do it every week, but I'm a nomad. I'm traveling all around the world. And sometimes it's not possible for me to maintain the streams at the same time. Um, so right now we're having a couple different fluctuations, but in the summer when I'm more settled, I will pick a time and a recurring thing every week again. And yeah, if you go onto the website, there's also a page where you can book a session or contact, and there's ways to give back a donation that you can find on that site. Thanks so much. And oh, I forgot to mention, I just released a book that you can find on the website as well. It's called Heart First. It goes really deep into these teachings in a very practical way. And I also teach a channeling course that is enrolling if you would like to learn how to connect with your own guides. So those are my other offerings. And yeah, I'll begin channeling now. And yes, if you're watching live in the Zoom, make sure you let me know if there's any issues with the Zoom or the audio at any point, and I can fix it pretty quickly. Um, so yeah, enjoy. I'll see you on the other side. Hello, and we say a fantastic day to all of you. We are the Pleiadian Council. We thank you for allowing this transmission to take place. As the bridge opens between our reality and yours, a tremendous energy transfers that allows us both to deepen in our connection to the source. And for this, we are deeply appreciative. So today, we would like to share about cultivating healing presence. And those of you who tune in often remember our core message that's somehow very simple, but needs to be explained in new and different ways continuously so that you can fully grasp it. That is to act on your highest excitement to the best of your ability without insisting on any particular outcome. To be guided by your heart and all of these different ways that the unconditional love that is the essence of the universe wishes to express through you. Do it as best as you can, do it unconditionally without insisting on outcomes, and you will be in a higher frequency state of consciousness that allows you to experience more and fulfill your full potential. It's an intuitive state that allows you to connect with your own higher self as well. And today we want to talk a little bit about how this can have a profound impact on the world around you. For doing what you love allows you to tune into that core frequency of love. It allows you to, in a sense, overflow your own cup with feelings of joy, passion, and this energy ripples to all of those around you. Just as much your own ability to let go of your attachments and your insistence on an outcome brings you to relax, to be at ease. And this energy ripples out to all of those around you as well. And so, doing what you love and listening to your own heart is not just something about you. It's actually about your relationship to the larger reality and all of the other beings in it. And recognizing this, you can best take advantage of all of the benefits that this path has to offer. When you recognize that you are part of an interconnected universe, and to listen to what you love the most is a sort of way of attuning your frequency, of getting your own note, so to speak, in the larger instrument of life, tuned to the perfect frequency so that everything plays with harmony and ease. And as you come into the right frequency, you allow all of the other people around you to tune into the right frequency as well. When you are filled with love and you are also relaxed, with your insistence on outcomes dropped completely, and your attachment sort of fall into the wayside, you're able to be fully present in the moment. And this allows you to be an anchor energetically for other beings around you. The love pours out from you, and the groundedness that comes through your own ability to let go of attachments, let go of insistence, also pulls other people into that same sort of relaxed and open state. This happens through your own nervous system. Whether or not you consciously process the information around you and assess how other people are feeling, your unconscious does this automatically. When you walk into a room, the energy of all of the people in it is picked up by your subconscious. Those of you who are sensitive are attuned to your own subconscious, and you feel the emotions of others as soon as you step into that space. Perhaps you feel that flood of elation when you walk into a place where there's live music and people gathering and enjoying delicious food. Perhaps you walk into a tense meeting and instantly your chest tightens. Perhaps you have no idea what you're walking into when you meet some friends, but as soon as you see them, energy shifts in your being and you recognize what's happening. These experiences become far more common the more intuitive you become, and the more self aware you become. In this process of creating self awareness, you also recognize how much of an antenna you are for all of the energies that are constantly vibrating around you. And the more sensitive you become, the more important it becomes to consciously engage, recognizing that if you're so affected by the energy of those around you, just as much you can have an effect on those other beings too. It begins with your awareness within yourself, awareness of how you're breathing, awareness of how your heart is beating, awareness of the alignment in your body. Are you standing and sitting in ways that allows for that natural flow of energy, that allows for the tension to drop away, that allows for there to be no stagnation of energy? This constant awareness keeps you open and connected to the world around you. It's that perfect balance of being relaxed yet focused. Not so relaxed that you start to disassociate or fall away from presence, but not at the same time, not so focused that you become hyper vigilant or over fixated on certain details. That perfect balance allows you to connect with the world around you in the most harmonious way. And as you continuously live a life that is driven by your own love, your own passion, the natural qualities that fill your heart with joy, the more you will be able to transmit that energy whenever you meet others. And as you stay far more relaxed, you'll also be able to transmit that relaxation to others. And this is why, in order to be of service, you have to live that formula. And naturally, that formula brings you to be of service because to be filled with love is far easier when your heart is connected to the hearts of many other people. In this way, when you all come to master living out this formula together, you will create complex communities and systems wherein everyone discovers that their own passion is absolutely tied in to their purpose and the ways that they can best serve. It allows you to get to know each other in deep ways and recognize how each individual can fit into the larger system in the most perfect way. So you must remember to let go of any ideas that insist things have to happen a certain way and the perfect life requires you to do something that doesn't resonate with you in your own heart. Adapt and shape your experience so that each day is an amusement park of amazing experiences, nourishing your soul and deepening your connection to source in everything that you do. This will allow you to be a beacon of light to others. It will allow you to transform the very nature of your world simply by showing up and smiling and being the being that you are. So we thank you for allowing us to share this with you at this time, and we ask how can we be of assistance to you with any questions or comments or musings that you would like to share at this time.
Hi, Pleiadians.
Hello.
Hi. You mentioned some really cool stuff last transmission around a different type of hope, and so my question is, do you see that that there's a role for like conscious individuals that can act as almost like a social immune cells in transmitting this new frequency of hope? And if you see that, is there a specific way where we can sort of stabilize that frequency in ourselves?
Yes, absolutely. You are all transmitting your core vibration in each and every moment. And you can amplify this by speaking your truth, by creating healing messages and sharing what inspires you with others. This new type of hope is again the ability to remain realistic while focusing on the positive aspects of what is present in this very moment and the potential that is present in this very moment. So it's to not be blindsided and assume that everything is going to happen for the best. but it is to recognize 100% that everything that happens can be used in a positive way. And therefore, there's no reason to tense up in fear. And as you embody this kind of hope and this deep awareness, you will naturally hold that energy in your being, and you will be able to bring others to attune to that frequency. You can do this through sharing your messages, or perhaps you form it into art or expression that is uniquely you. Perhaps you can connect with others when they are in those states of fear and help them deconstruct those beliefs and come to release their own attachment that causes them to feel fear. And by creating that space of non resistance, that hope will naturally emerge in them as well.
All right, thank you so much. Really, really cool answer. I'm also curious, is there a specific way where we can distinguish between, let's say, the voice of true hope and the echo of false hope, especially in this time of collective uncertainty?
Well, false hope is covering up a sense of anxiety. And so you can recognize any of these supposed fake energies by recognizing that they are like a cover up or a band aid. There might be a sense of urgency or rushed tension that is present when you encounter these energies. There might be a sense that something is hidden or that there's an elephant in the room. Counter to this, when somebody is in this truly realistic sense of hopefulness and is truly balanced, there will be a sturdiness. There will be a sense of a solid foundation that cannot be shaken. There is a sense of an ability to handle the little shakes and tremors or earthquakes without caving in. There's that, you could say, is a sense of flexibility along with the sturdiness. That when things do start to shake, those who are in this true sense of hope don't start to panic. They naturally respond without losing that sense of balance.
Very cool. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks to you as well. Yes. Does anybody else have a question at this time? Or perhaps there's a question in YouTube.
There's a written question somebody sent in.
All right.
How does the soul use hopelessness as a tool for radical alignment, and what hidden opportunity is encoded in moments of despair?
Interesting question. We would say that hopelessness can be used in a positive way when it becomes a means to release your attachment. And sadness in this way has many positive uses. Sadness allows you to go through periods of loss. It's a natural part of the recognition of the ever changing nature of this life. Nothing is permanent. And so sadness is a sort of appreciation of impermanence. And if you have resistance to sadness, or you find yourself very depressed, you might find that there is a psychological resistance to embracing impermanence. Perhaps this heavy depression is caused by a very deep attachment to certain ideas. These might be ideas about who you are or who you're supposed to be. They could be ideas about your success, or it could be of a more collective nature. They could be ideas of how the world is supposed to work and how the world is perhaps supposed to treat you. Or it can be about other specific people. You could have had expectations about how certain communities or relationships were supposed to go. And this sadness could be a way for you to process the impermanence of all of these things. But if this release of energy is resisted, then it becomes depression, or then it becomes hopelessness. When you fail to embrace what you're being faced with, the fact that all things end, or, and that things change form continuously, then you create some sort of stagnation. And you can see this sort of consistency of depression as a reflection of a sort of resistance to change. Because when someone is depressed, they take on a sort of rigid form. The inability to move or enjoy things, and the continuous repetition of numbing activities or inertia is a sort of solid structure that resists the ever changing nature of reality. To snap out, you have to embrace that everything changes and nothing stays forever. And in this, you start to also recognize that even though things end, nothing ever really dies. It simply changes form. And this can be profound in allowing you to have the power to rebirth yourself and transform yourself into a new type of being. Yes, in this lifetime, spiritually, souls will have to go through these supposed dark nights of the soul. And these experiences allow you to transmute hopelessness into trust. And the trust is in the immortal nature within you. You come to trust through these experiences that the essence of who you are, while it may change shape again and again, will always be you.
Beautiful. There's a couple of questions on YouTube.
Okay.
The first one is, I'm afraid to look in the mirror because of my complex about my face. What negative beliefs do I have, and how can I change them into positive ones? Thank you.
You may believe that you were not beautiful, or that certain aspects of your face cause you to be difficult to look at. But you must embrace the fact that beauty takes many shapes and forms. And beauty is present even in imperfection and things that are completely divergent from the norm. So the best thing really is to face these fears head on, to look yourself in the eyes in the mirror and affirm, I am beautiful, I am lovable, I am powerful. Say these things to yourself and affirm this truth. Look yourself directly where you resist the most and communicate with this love. Perhaps you incorporate some deep and conscious breathing in this process. Perhaps you tone and make some sounds to facilitate that release of energy. This may be something you have to do quite regularly to face and deconstruct this fear. But this is what we would encourage more than anything else, is to directly speak to yourself and say, I am beautiful, I am lovable, and practice this until you can absolutely 110% believe it.
Beautiful. I think there's a question in the Zoom room.
Hi, thank you, Pleiadians, for this transmission.
Oh, thanks to you. Yes.
So something you said just a few minutes ago about trust and in relation to the state of ease, and I'm curious if trust is at the root of one's state of ease when it comes to self-worth or estimating self-value or sense of self, if that makes sense.
Yes, trust is crucial among many different ingredients. And this is, in particular, when it comes to self-worth, trust in yourself and trust in the universe. You could also say it's trust in the universal worth of all beings. And this is to deconstruct some notions that are so common in your world, to bring people to function in this sort of mechanical consumerist society. There has to be some subliminal conditioning that worth and value is something that you earn. And so you have to trust essentially that this is a distortion generated so as to manipulate people into overperforming and overconsuming so that the system that's set up works. Now, this sort of trust is a trust in the perfection of the universe. This means you trust that the universe created everything as it is in a perfect way, and every being in this universe as perfectly deserving to take up the space it takes and to get everything necessary to thrive. If this wasn't true, they wouldn't exist. So, this trust in your own universal deserving, your own absolute worthiness, allows you to embrace yourself more completely. And then that extends into trusting within your own intuition. And it is true that fear from the past, perhaps from traumas or from difficult experiences, might bring you to sometimes have a distorted intuition. So we would say that this is the trust in that everything you're experiencing is there for a reason. And that means if there's something interfering with your intuition, you trust at least that you're having that experience as a way to transmute and to get to know yourself in a clearer way. So this is the absolute and complete trust then that everything is happening perfectly for a reason and is being revealed to you for a reason, and that there's a way to navigate it.
Oh, that resonates with me so much. And I have a question about, because what you talked about with the distorted intuition, that's exactly what's been happening to me lately, with a new friend, with a new relationship. And I'm very, m- how might one navigate that um, if there's so much new, um, if my own intuition is feeling derailed, but I've always felt like I could trust my intuition, and now it feels derailed. So I feel like I don't understand where my grounding is as far as my decision process, and to therefore trust the other person.
Is the distortion that you are feeling uncertainty?
Yes, exactly. Uncertainty and um, insecurity about myself, and not having clarity, where in other circumstances I feel that my intuition would be able to give me clarity.
And are you recognizing that this is happening because you're creating a very powerful connection with this person? And times at times in the past when you've had this sort of connection, there has been a sort of betrayal or manipulation that took place alongside it.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes. And so I feel wounded from that, and I'm trying to work through that and not transfer that or project that onto this new person.
And are they understanding in this process?
It hasn't been fully discussed. I'm just beginning to understand that myself, and have not shared that yet.
It may be helpful to do some regression work to connect with this past experience. So when you, or you can even invite that feeling of fear and doubt to resurface in your body and get connected to where you store it. Where is this energy holding within
Mhm.
you? And as you get in touch with it, invite yourself to remember the moments where this energy settled into that holding place. What happened? What did this other person say or do or not say or do
Mhm.
that allowed this energy to start gripping? As you connect with that, then allow yourself to breathe very deeply and exhale slowly, consciously letting that tension go, letting that dark energy dissolve into light by affirming that that time is over, that this experience was just a lesson. And now you can see
Mhm.
and release.
Mhm.
You may
Mhm.
do this at different times and simply bring yourself to connect with this feeling of fear and resistance and get comfortable sitting with it and holding it, knowing that the more you get comfortable feeling it, the more you are capable of releasing it in the moment and not reacting to it,
Mhm.
and also of touching into your true intuition that is beneath it. And so every time you're able to connect with this fear, you become able to diminish it a little bit and to have a more broad awareness despite the fact that the fear is present. And so by gradually reducing and shrinking the load of this fear time and time again, and simultaneously broadening your ability to witness and hold more energy, you can then simultaneously feel the fear and feel your heart's intuition opening in spite of it.
Hmm. Oh, I'm so grateful for that guidance. That really resonates with me, and I thank you so much, Palladians, for that guidance. Thank you and the insights.
Yes, I think, and gratitude to you as well.
Much.
Are there any other questions or topics that you would like to share at this time? All right. Then I do deeply thank all of you for co-creating at this time, for coming together and allowing us to reach you and share with you in this way. It has been a wondrous way for us to all connect together. And we thank you for allowing us to come and meet you and experience your reality. Yes, again, as you allow yourself to live through your heart, doing exactly what you're most passionate about as best as you can without insistence on outcomes. You enter into that expansive and enlightening flow state. This is not just for you, but it's for the benefit of all in your world. And so we hope that you continue being bold and courageous and being exactly what you are, in loving exactly what you love, in honoring exactly what's real for you in your heart, in courageously yet compassionately sharing your truth and knowing that whatever lights up the love within you is a powerful illuminating force that supports the betterment of all beings. So, our great thanks to you, and we wish you a fantastic rest of your day then. Okay, cool.
Thank you, Dante.
Well,
Hi.
you're so welcome.
Uh, How are you?
Oh, fantastic.
Where are
Great,
you
great.
right now? Where are you?
Oh, back in Cambodia, yeah,
Okay. Okay. Nice.
a couple more weeks at the yoga retreat center here, the
Mhm.
Harihara Center for Awakening. So, been offering sessions here and supporting their retreats. It's an amazing place. Super tucked away to do a little digital detox and some introspection. Classes and amazing.
Good for you. So you've been there to this center before then, it sounds like.
Oh
Done a
yeah, I
lot of
was
work.
here for 3 months and then I had a little break in Bali and came back.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
One day I would love to have my own center like this, but
Oh, do you think where
no,
what
just
part of the
kidding.
world? Seriously?
No, I'm kind of just kidding, I think. I mean, I wanted I wanted that at times, but I think that I've seen too much of what goes on behind the scenes, so I don't think I can be a leader at this in this regard. But I would love like a place that like this that feels like my place and my home. But
Yeah.
maybe that'll happen. But it's at
Yeah.
my temporary home, and just being in communities is amazing.
Mm,
Right?
good.
Healing communities.
Good for you. Good.
You're good?
I'm, yeah, it's been kind of a up and down last couple months, but um I'm trying to find the new normal.
Yeah.
After some family stuff and my mom and everything. So
Mm.
been it's
Big
been
adjustment. Yeah.
yeah, but I'm good. Thank you for
Mm.
asking.
Good to hear that. Yeah.
I need to book a sesh with you soon. So I'm gonna do that when I um get a little bit more settled here.
Cool.
But
Look forward to connecting then. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, thank you. And everything's good with your book, and I've been like dabbling into it. Like I'm glad I got the physical copy because then I can just pick it
Yeah.
up and read a couple pages here and there, and it feels a little bit more manageable that way, as far
Yeah.
as like then I don't have to do screen time.
Totally. How's it going? You're enjoying it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I always am fascinated by, especially when I just pick it up and where the book opens to.
Hmm.
I love that because it's like, okay, I just picked it up at this moment and this is where it landed. And I was like, okay, it really helps me pay even closer attention,
Yeah, that
and
was one of my intentions for sure. That you can, the information is kind of like dense in the sense that there's a lot of a lot you can start to think and introspect upon with every little bit of it. It's really contemplative, and there's so much that, like, you can just kind of ask a question or notice what energy you're in, and wherever you turn to can just be that inspiration. Um,
yeah, in
yeah,
that moment. And then there's a couple spots where it really it really like hit me so differently. And then I'll go back a couple days later and read the same thing, and it's even different again. And that's what I love
wow,
about it. It's such a living experience. So
awesome.
yeah, so thank you for all your books are that way, but this one in particular right now for me is really resonating
I'm
really strongly, very deeply.
super glad to hear that. Hmm.
Yeah, so thank
Yay.
you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
Mm.
thank you. Yeah, and I could maybe share again with everyone. You can find the book on my website. It's on Amazon. But I also have, like, if you want to have the e-publishing EPUB file to put on like a different kind of tablet, um, you can just send a donation and then I can send you the EPUB file. So yeah, there's a lot of information about it here. And then you can find all of the different websites to see around the world where you can buy it. I believe it's available in both paperback and um, um, paperback and whatever. What is the other one called?
I guess hardcover or something.
Not hardcover, paperback and
Kindle? Digital.
Kindle, right. There we go.
Yeah.
And it's also on the Kindle Unlimited too, right? And there's the Audible as well. I don't, maybe Audible is only in the States. I'm not sure, but the Audible book, and you can probably find soon. I'm going to be uploading um, the original recordings because this is like all of this was channeled recordings with the Pleiadian Council that were transcribed and edited. So you'll see them popping up on YouTube over the next couple weeks. So you can listen to the original recordings. And yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. Keeping all that
Absolutely.
information. God, it's a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot
Oh,
of recording. Anyway.
It's an endless stream of new information. It's like I have the issue is the time to put it all together. I've also have so many things that are in the back burner that I have not yet shared, and hopefully it will all eventually get out there. It can get distracting, but
It will. It will when it's meant to, right?
it does. Well, thank you.
Oh,
Thanks everyone for
well,
watching. And I'm always there if you want to dive into a personal session. You can go way deeper into the topics that matter for you and offer sort of reading and reflection. And yeah, I'll see everyone on the other side in the next transmission. Email list will tell you when the next one is, and I'll catch you then.